Hello, hello, hello. This is Coach Paula. Welcome to the recap of week 3 of the response practice. I hope you guys have been really gleaning and learning some good things from this. I'm actually probably going to reach out to you via email today and kind of see what's going on, what patterns or trends you're noticing. And so I just recap each week just to kind of give you a flavor for where we've been and also to promote where we're going in the week ahead. So these are brief videos. I hope the daily videos have been of encouragement to you as well. So let's do this week 3 recap. This is where things started getting real. I know it got real for me, so I'm assuming it probably got real for you too. So if we look at week 3 in summary, there were 3 words or responses that we were focusing on: no, stop, and return. And so I'm curious, how did that go for you this week? Saying no to something that was draining you, or saying no, to something that was not fitting in alignment with your life anymore. Like, what did that look like? Something that wasn't necessary anymore, all of that. And so those were our focuses with the no, with the stop, with the return, like stopping a behavior that's not serving you anymore, or limiting our social media and the noise that we hear, putting a stop to some of that, or even returning to something that was meaningful that we had kind of let go. Wow, because sometimes life chokes things that we're doing, and so sometimes we need to return or take a step back towards some things. Also, reconnecting with someone or something that matters. Life has a way of drifting us apart sometimes, and we have to be intentional about reconnecting. So, how was your week? Feel free to drop a comment or let me know what was something maybe you released, something that perhaps you're still holding on to that you need to let go of. So that is our week 3 recap. And so now we're bringing it into the home stretch. We're coming into week 4. And so week 4, our theme is sustain. So we've been doing this. They say in a lot of times traditional or conventional habit building that it takes 21 days to build a habit. And so assuming that, I'm not saying I ascribe to that, but assuming that's the case, now we want to make this livable, what we've been doing. We're practicing every day. That's the whole point of a practice. And so our focus this week in week 4 is rest, wait, and later. Rest, wait, and later. Those 3 kind of have a theme associated with them in some regard. They kind of have a halting or, a pause effect. I know we've done pause already, but they almost kind of like have a pause and a hold, and, almost making you feel like you're not doing anything. But trust me, in the rest, in the wait, in the later, you are still doing something. It doesn't mean that those are passive activities. And so we want to rest without guilt. We want to rest and do something restorative. I often say rest as a rhythm and not a rescue. When you get to the point where you're just completely, done, and that means you haven't incorporated rest into everything you're doing, even if it's 5 minutes a day. Like taking 5 minutes, I'm gonna do some breath work, or I'm just gonna take 30 minutes and watch, this no nonsense show or whatever that might be, but find some way to incorporate and integrate rest into your daily rhythm. Waiting, like sometimes we have to wait on decisions. Sometimes we have to wait on responding, and, we have to wait on executing and doing things. And so we'll be practicing that this week, observing where we're reacting, causing us to stay grounded, identifying our triggers, like what kind of sets us off. I think it's important for us to identify that and to allow ourselves space. And so with later, maybe we can do that later. Does that have to be done right now? Is that immediate? Being able to understand what's urgent versus what just feels urgent. Is it really, really urgent, or are you just making it feel that way? And understanding how to move with intentionality and giving ourselves capacity and breathing room, and ultimately creating some margin in our day. We can't be all on 100%. That's not sustainable. I mean, sustain, I think, was week 2. And so that's just not sustainable for us to do that. Nope, I'm sorry. Sustain is this week. My apologies, y'all. My brain. Okay, I got vacation brain. I'm on vacation today as I'm recording this. And so I'm probably in that rest rhythm as well. So that's part of sustain in a minute, sweetheart. Okay. And so that's my grandson. He wants something to eat. He can't wait. We're gonna have to make him wait and make him get it later, right? But yes, I'll make him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But yes, this is what we'll be doing this week. Life just has a way of um, grabbing us, and so when we do this week, we will have gone through all 12 words, and so let's see. Yeah, I think we will have gone through. Yeah, when we go through sustain this week and these 20 days, 22 through 28, we will have gone through all 12 words. And then on days 29 and 30, we will reflect. And I hope this has been something that's useful for you. I have some additional things that you can do even after this to continue the practice. And so I'll be sharing that with you in the days to come. But for now, we wait. And so practice well, respond well, whether it's rest, whether it's wait, or whether it's later. You can do this. I'm already proud of you. Just the fact that you're participating and showing up in this space is a good thing. And so continue to do that as you grow, as you learn, and as you respond well. Take care.